If you want to learn how to create an aesthetic intro for your YouTube videos just like the one you just saw, then keep on watching because I'm about to show you how. The only thing that you technically need to create this intro is actually Canva. There is a free version of Canva, which you can definitely sign up for, but I do highly recommend to download the Pro version because you have access to features on Canva Pro that's going to make it so much easier for you to create something like an intro for your YouTube videos. So this is my dashboard. What you're going to do is click on Create a Design in the top right-hand corner. And what I typically like to do is type YouTube. And then you want to find one that has to do with the video. So YouTube gaming video, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. And as you can see, it's already like a video. This is a miniature version of a video editing software that you can actually utilize for your own YouTube videos. So I would recommend to keep the intro as short as possible, but also get the point across. So I would say about 15 seconds is fine for an intro. I wouldn't make it any longer than that. And at the bottom, you can see here that it's 5 seconds long. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do 2 different pages, and this will total up to 15 seconds. So we're gonna go ahead and add a second page. And what you can do is drag this out so that you can change the duration of each frame. So the first one I'm going to make 8 seconds, and then the second one I will make 7 seconds, totaling to 15 seconds entirely. So now what we're gonna do is I am going to find a background. You can choose any kind of background you'd like, but if you're trying to go for a specific aesthetic, or if you're trying to find something that fits within your colors or anything like that, or even textures, then you're going to go ahead and type that into the elements search bar. So elements, search, and my aesthetic is more beige, so I'm going to type beige background. And then I'm going to go ahead and do graphics or photos, and then click on see all and see what they have. So you're just gonna scroll through, see if you can find anything that you like. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with this. So this is up to you however you want it to look. You can change the background, you can keep it white, or you can even simply select the background and then change the color of the background depending on what you want it to be. But I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I copy the background and it's the same for both. That's just my preference. You can change it for each frame. And then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and add our YouTube name or your name or whatever it is. For my YouTube channel, it's Chrissy Walker. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on text, add a text box, and then I'm gonna go ahead and type Chrissy Walker. You're gonna adjust the size however you need it to. And what I like to do is I like to highlight the whole thing and make it all uppercase. So that's a personal preference. You can customize this however you'd like. And then you're gonna go ahead and look through the fonts and see if you want to change it to anything else. For me, I think I'm going to go ahead and choose brown sugar. And typically you would want to center this, but it depends on how the photos or the elements and any other graphics you add within your photo or your intro. It just depends how all fits within the frame. So I'm going to go ahead and center this. And then what I'm going to do is right click my name and select duplicate. And then I'm going to go ahead and change this one to more of a handwritten one. So you can type in handwriting or cursive or whatever you want, or you can simply just look through the fonts and find one. What's really important is that you can't use the ones with the crown next to it unless you have Canva Pro. So that's why I highly recommend to subscribe to Canva because it gives you access to all of their elements. I'm gonna go ahead and select, I think this one, and I'm going to take away the uppercase so that it's mixed with uppercase and lowercase. And then you can adjust the colors. So if you want this one to be a different color and this one white or black or whatever, or vice versa, then you can definitely customize it however you'd like. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to brown and then kind of make it a little bit smaller than the other text and kind of overlay it. And what I like to do is I like to make sure that I select whatever I want to be in the front of the frame. I select it, select position at the top, and then go ahead and make sure I select forward, but you can't select it here because it's already in the front. So I like the way that looks. And then what I'm gonna do here is click on text again, and then add a text box. And then I'm going to basically type what my niche is. So I'm gonna type YouTube space, add in that, add in this line here, social media, business. And then I want this to be something simple. I don't want it to actually be the same font as any of the other font that I have here. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this to something super simple. So maybe this one, make it super small. And then just adjust it to where you want it to pretty much sit. So I think that looks good. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding things around the text. So we have the name of my channel, we have what my channel niche is, and then we're gonna go ahead and add photos. So I'm going to put a bunch of selfies. I feel like I'm my own personal brand, I'm my own channels, I'm the face of my channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and put selfies in here. I would recommend to find photos that you have that you wanna use ready, have them ready, and then go ahead and upload it to Canva. And all you have to do is, when you're uploading it to Canva, is you can just drag and drop it and it will automatically upload. So then I have a few photos here, and I think I'm going to select this one. And I want it to be on the side. So then what I'm going to do here is, if you don't want the background of your photo and you just want the selfie, you're going to go ahead and select the photo, click on edit photo in the top left-hand corner, and then you're going to go ahead and select background remover. And again, you cannot use background remover because it has the crown unless you are subscribed to Canva. So then that looks good. I'm gonna make it as big as possible without it going over the text. And then I kind of want to add, I could leave it like this, but I want to add a little bit of effect to it. So I'm going to go ahead and select shadows on the left-hand side. And then I'm going to select glow and then just adjust it till I like it pretty much. Okay, I think that looks fine, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it bigger. And I think that looks pretty professional. So then I'm gonna go ahead and on the left-hand side, I'm going to select elements. And then what I wanna do is I wanna add some type of frame. So it could be film, it could be Polaroid frame, something like that, so that I can put photos within it. So I'm gonna type in photo frames. And then you're gonna go to graphics, see all, and then you can choose one of these, or you can, at the bottom, there's actually an actual frames element. You can go ahead and select see all here, and then you can choose any of these frames and simply drag and drop the photos into it. So then I'm gonna scroll through and see if I like any of the ones that I see. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use this one, and then you can adjust it and customize it however you'd like, but I think I'm going to put 3 of these. Right click it and then duplicate, and just adjust them a little bit. And then drag and drop my own photos. And you can actually adjust the photos within the frame by double clicking it and then moving it around however you want it to look. You can even crop it in. All right, and I think that looks good. And then the final thing I'm going to do for this frame is I'm going to go ahead and add in a subscribe little movement thing here. So I'm going to go to elements and then go back and select search and type YouTube subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and go to videos, see all, and then choose the one that I like the best. Okay, so I think I like this one the best. So what I'm going to do is select this video, click on edit video at the top, and then click on background remover. So then it'll remove the background and it'll only be the element showing itself. And if I click on play, I can see where it's going to end. So then I can adjust it however I would like. And I think right there is going to be good. And then we're going to go ahead and work on our second page. So for the second page, what I'm going to do is it's basically a call to action for what I want the viewers to do. So if you want to try to grow your Instagram account, then I would say follow me on Instagram. If you want someone to subscribe to your newsletter, then I would say subscribe to my newsletter. Whatever call to action you want, I would go ahead and put on this page. And I want it to be the same branding as the first page. So I'm going to go back to the first page. For the background, I'm going to go ahead and right click it and then select set image as background. So make sure you do that for both frames. Okay, so it looks like they're both set. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and click and drag the mouse over my text here. And then I'm going to go ahead, right click it, copy, go to the second page, and then right click and paste. So then it's going to paste it there, but the only reason why I want to do that is so that it's easier for me to just change the text. So here, my call to action is going to be follow me on Instagram. And then you're going to move this wherever you want it to. I think I'll put on the right hand side. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and put my @ name, but I don't just want to put my @ name. I want to make it look a little bit branded and nice. So what I'm going to do is type in square at the top, click on that, and then I'm going to create kind of like a bar so I can put my @ name there. I'm going to change the color of it by clicking on it, clicking the color at the top, and then changing that. And then I'm going to go to elements, and then I'm going to type in Instagram icon. And then I'm going to make sure it fits here. And just make sure it sits evenly so that it doesn't look weird. And then we're going to go ahead and add in another text box and then type in the @ name. I'm going to put Chrissy the creator. Adjust this a bit. And then you can mess around with the font, whether if you want to make it italicized or if you want to underline it. If you want to go ahead and select spacing and then change the letter spacing, you can do that. I'm going to move it around just to make sure it's symmetrical, and then make this just a little smaller. So I think that looks good. I'm going to make sure that it's placed where I want it to and make sure it looks even. And then on the left-hand side, I'm gonna go ahead and add on a phone and a video of me scrolling through my Instagram. So under elements, you're gonna go ahead and type in phone. Click on photos or frames, whatever works best for you. And then you wanna make sure that you upload your video, which should be under videos, and then drag and drop the video into the frame. And then I'm gonna go ahead and blow it up, and I'm just gonna let it sit off just like this. And then what I want to do is, if you want to edit the video within the frame, you can actually click on it and then select edit video or the scissor icon right here, and then you can trim it down to wherever you want it to start and end. So I'm gonna have a start right here, and this frame, I want it to be only 7 seconds long, so I'm gonna make sure the video is only 7 seconds long. Okay, so you can see at the top right here that it's 7 seconds. Last but not least, what you wanna do is go ahead and add animations. And I recommend to do a page animation and not individual animations. So you're gonna go ahead and click on whatever page. You're gonna go ahead and select on any of the elements within your frames. You're gonna go ahead and click on animate at the top, and then at the top of the left-hand side, you're gonna select page animations. I recommend to do something that isn't too quirky if you're trying to go for more of like an aesthetic. To me, my aesthetic is like very like kind of I don't know, I would say like a little bit sophisticated, not too, unless that's your aesthetic. Okay, you know, never mind, whatever works best for you. You're gonna select a transition that matches your brand, and then you're done. So we're gonna go ahead, and I think I'm going to add their simple, which I think looks really nice. So I think I'm gonna select that, and then I only want it on enter, and apply to all pages at the bottom. So then when you watch it through, it'll look like this. This will show for about 8 seconds. And then it'll show the next page for 7 seconds. Okay, and then when you're done, you're gonna go ahead and select share at the top, click on download, and then you're gonna go ahead and make sure you download it as an MP4 video and select download. And then from here, you're going to take your video into CapCut, and now we're gonna go ahead and find a song on Envato Elements for you to add to your Envato Elements is a paid software, or paid, it's a tool that you have to pay for, but I highly recommend it because you can find stock videos, you can find music, sound effects, everything that you need to add a little bit of character to your videos is going to be on Envato Elements. So I highly recommend it. It's what I personally use for my channel, and yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Envato Elements, and then you can actually select music at the top and then type in the vibe you're going for. So I typically go for lo-fi hip hop, so I'm gonna type lo-fi hip hop. You can even do like lo-fi chill or chill hip hop. And then all you have to do is listen through the songs that populate here, and the one that you like, you're gonna go ahead and download it and then add that to CapCut as well. So you're gonna go ahead and open up CapCut, and then you're gonna go ahead and add the song and the video to your library. And as you can see here on the left-hand side, that's where it's going to pop up. And then what you wanna do is go ahead and just drag and drop both of them to the bottom here. And then if you see orange peaks within your audio, it's going to be too loud. So you want to go ahead and bring it down until there's no more orange. And then you're just going to mess around with where you want the audio to start and end. So we're going to go ahead and mess around with this just a little bit. And then we're going to watch it through. And then you can go ahead and select the audio at the end. And then if you are on a Mac keyboard, you're gonna hit Command B so it can cut it right there. You're gonna go ahead and delete the rest. And then when you're done, all you have to do is select export at the top and then export it, and then you can start using it for your videos moving forward. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. And if you're looking for a starter kit or some type of guide to help you figure out what products to utilize and purchase for your content creation journey and YouTube journey, I do have a free checklist that you can download that's available in my description down below. It has a list of all the products that I utilize in my own channel, and it also has other products recommended by a lot of other content creators. So again, it's completely free. It's going to be linked in the description below. And after you download that, what you can do here is click on the video on the screen, and I will see you there. Bye.